Hello paper crafters, I'm back with part 2 of the video. This release was made by Janae Todd, and Janae did a wonderful job. She had a little bit more embossing folders to work with, and she had the newer part of the release. And also, for those of you who really like these, down the road Lifestyle Crafts is coming out with even some more, so within the next couple of months I'll be getting the newest ones in. This one is called Happy Birthday. It's EF0005. The next one, of course, is EF0006. It is called Floret, and it has the flowers and this butterfly and kind of twig and berry scene here. The next one is EF007, and this is called Springtime, and again another floral and butterfly, but a little bit, this one a little bit more whimsy, and this one a little elegant. And then the next one is EF0008. It's called Bloom. I love these dies. Those are so beautiful when they're done up. Wait till you see them. I like them all. Who am I kidding? This is EF009. This is Sweetheart. And for those of you who like the words, kind of, I think they call that subway art now. And then these little bitty hearts. And the next one is EF010, so because it's 10. And that is Jubilant. And Jubilant is this little zigzag pattern with the florals. So let's get on to see what Janae created. And I'm going to start with this first card right here. And with these cards, I'm going to have to open them up because Janae did inside outs. There's just as beautiful creations on the inside as the out. So this is the Happy Birthday embossing folder set. It is EF0005. And you can see, I'm going to bring this up, how she used the happy birthday, and she cut it down a little bit to make it fit her card. And here's a little thing she colored in with, I believe, her Copics and this beautiful bow she made. And if you open it up, it says, "Happy birthday, dear friend, from the bottom of my heart, and may good times multiply till they're flying off the chart. Have a great day with many more to come." And there's the inside, and there's that happy birthday embossing folder. Next one is, we're using the Floret, and again I'll back that up so you can see the card in its entirety. It's the Floret embossing folder, EF0006. I believe this is a Martha Stewart punch. I could be wrong. I'm sure if you visit Janae's blog, she'll tell you where she got this image from. And there's this pretty, I think that's a prima flower, and in the back are some filigree with some leaves. And what I want to draw attention to is what I'm selling, again the Floret embossing folder, and you can see just how nicely that embossed behind the little fairy there. And then when you open the card, you can see here she used it on half of the card to make the inside of the card complement the outside. And the phrase says, "I'm wishing you another year of laughter, joy, and fun, surprises, love, and happiness. And when your birthday's done, I hope you feel deep in your heart, as your birthdays come and go, how very much you mean to me, more than you can know." Very pretty saying. Okay, we'll go on to the next one. There we go. This is the Sweetheart embossing folder set, EF0009. And I believe that this, I'll bring it up a little closer. This punch right, I believe that's a Martha Stewart punch. And of course this is a tilde stamp. And this is a memory box, one of the flourishes. I want to say 98153, but I'm not positive. I'm doing that off the top of my head. It's a very popular one, but it came out on the Valentine release on Memory Box. And I just want to bring attention to these little hearts, and that is the embossing folder that that I'm selling in this release, and how she used it in the background. And then when you open the card, she did another little panel here of this embossing folder. And again, I want to bring that up close so you can see how wonderfully these folders emboss. And I'll bring that back so you can see how it looks in the card. And then I'm sure Janae left the sentiment off so you could see the detail of the embossing. And there's that little card. Showering you with love, it says, in the little tilde. Okay, the next one that I'm showing, and Janae, you're going to have to forgive me. This flower was floating in the box, and I really looked to try to figure out what to match it up with, and I thought this had to be the card it went on. So if that wasn't your intention, I apologize, but I figured it went with this card. And this card says, friends are the flowers in the garden of life. And I just need to get my little tag there. The embossing folder is Springtime, EF0007. And I want to show you how nicely those emboss up. And Janae wrote that she sanded these, so it was a core stock paper, like coordinations. And this is she purchased this, I believe. It's very lovely. It's colored, and it's plastic. She may have inked it herself to the color she wanted, but it's very pretty. And then inside, love that. This is embossing folder EF0005, the happy birthday one. And that little added little sanding that she did on it, it's so pretty. And I'll bring it out there. It's just, that's the background of the card. But what a lovely background. I just really like that, and how she put that little brown border, which coordinates with the brown ribbon, which coordinates with this flower. It's just all so pretty. The next one is another tilde stamp one she made. Here's a little tilde. And this, we use the Bloom embossing folder, EF0008. And she took what she embossed there. Let's see if I can get that into focus. And she took a heliotrope color box ink pad and inked that on top of that regular purple, lighter purple cardstock, and that just made a beautiful background to the tilde stamp with the ribbon and then the bits of lace she used. I am seeing lace on everything now, real lace, so I guess we all have to go to our craft stores now and look at the lace and buy some for our cards, because the results are just exquisite that the design team members are sending me using this. And then inside, look at that. Isn't that amazing? That's that part, the second part of the Bloom embossing folder, EF008. And it's this kind of like a big chrysanthemum type flower. And she put the little corners there. And she left off the sentiment so you could get the idea of just how beautiful this embosses. And again, she used the color box heliotrope to ink that up so it would stand out and pop. And I'm just bringing it closer so you can just kind of see how indeed that does pop. But that is so neat. Love that. Okay, next one is this happy birthday, I believe. Let me just get my tag here. Oh, nope, sorry, Sweetheart embossing folder, EF0009. And this is such an elegant card, and my attention keeps drawing to that rose. I'm going to have to check out her blog and see how she made that rose, because that is gorgeous. This, I know, is a Martha Stewart punch. And this card, you can just see how this embossing folder makes the card. You just add a nice embellishment like this beautiful rose, and you have a card made up. And it's just so nice to see how those words all go around. And you can do it anyway. You can do it this way too if you like. I mean, that's pretty too. So just gorgeous, gorgeous embossing folders that this release has. And inside it says, "May all your dreams come true." No, and then there's that Martha Stewart punch at the bottom. I know years ago that was a personal stamp exchange stamp. I don't know now. A lot of their stamps were reordered by other companies and their artwork was picked up. So I'm not sure who makes it now. But beautiful sentiment. Beautiful card. Just stunning. And then the second to last design we have here is this beautiful butterfly floral creation. It's my friend, it says. And this is using the Springtime Embossing folders. That's EF0007. And the paper in the background for this one that she used to emboss, that is Coordination's whitewash paper, cardstock. And it's white paper, and when you sand it, the color comes. So the core has a color and the outside's white, which is kind of a reverse. But Coordinations makes that, and it's really fun to use with embossing. That butterfly should look familiar. That's Memory Box. That's Darla and Vivian Butterfly. And then there's some gorgeous little flowers she added along the edge. And she created, I was looking at this closely, she put these little filigrees in each other and made this kind of design. So again, you'll have to go to her blog and see what was the original die she used to create that. But it's so beautiful. And then inside she used the same paper, and she used the other part of the Springtime release, the EF007. This is the second embossing folder with the florals in it, and she again used that whitewash Coordinations, and she put the sentiment in the inside. May but heaven itself is better than a friend. Oh, excuse me. Nothing but heaven itself is better than a friend. I was trying to read through the camera. I should have looked over the camera. And you can see the butterfly and just how nicely that embosses. And I think, in my opinion, I saved the best for last. It's the Jubilant embossing folder. And you guys are going to love this. Are you ready? Look at this. Oh my gosh. Are these cute or what? Little baby shoes. I tell you, Janae and the rest of my design team, when they make 3D stuff, I just love 3D stuff. It's my thing. She calls this baby shoes. And she made those. She got the pattern from a friend. And if you visit her blog, I'm sure she'll put up the where you can go to reach this pattern. And she cut out each piece by hand. And she embossed the top pieces with the flower plate from the Jubilant embossing folder. So I'm going to bring that up so we can see that. There's the little flowers. See them? That's the Jubilant embossing folder. And inside she lined the little shoe with some pink dotted paper, put a little rosebud there, a little pearl there. But isn't that sweet? Oh my gosh. But it gets sweeter. She used the other folder. Remember the Jubilant had the zigzag design? Look at this. Look. The tread of the shoe. Isn't that cute? Y'all gonna want to make this now, aren't you? You're all gonna be making this Jubilant. Look how cute that is. Can you imagine that for a shower, just on top of a package or filled with some little treats? Oh, Janae, your mind was in definitely creative overload when you saw that, and I would never have thought to have done that. Put that little zigzag folder as the tread of the shoe, and yet that's exactly what it looks like. It is wonderful release. Both ladies did an outstanding job. I am so thankful for them and the work they put into these embossing folders. They took something that was just, embossing folders, and when you see them and what they created with them, I think, I don't know how you could pick a favorite or what you would want to do. So please visit my blog for ordering information, prices, how to pay, how I'll get an invoice out to you. And all I need to remember when you order something is please tell me where you're from for shipping. Shipping is just actual charges, and there's no hidden fees there. If you place a large order with me, from a foreign country, it's probably easier in shipping to break it up into several small packages. Also, for this release, I would recommend that my foreign friends let me take the folders out of this clamshell packaging, especially if you're going to order the entire release, which I know some of you will. It might save you a few dollars. We're talking like maybe $5 or $4, depending upon where you're ordering from, to let me remove this. I will see what I can do. I will, I might, some of you want the original packaging because these are gifts for people, and I can certainly understand that. And you want to pay the additional postage, that's fine. But for some of you, I might remove it and tell me if you don't want it removed, because I might save you some money by how I can package it. I hope you're all doing well, and summer is almost here in America. I know my Australian friends are coming into their winter. So take care, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.